My wife, 26F, has given me, 27 meters, an ultimatum. Should I cave? My wife and I have been married for 7 years. And have 2 daughters ages 6 and 3. We've had ups and downs as I assume most marriages do. Recently I started drinking up again. We have the extra income. And one drink 1 or 2 days a week or help me relax or mellow out seemed reasonable to me. As I wasn't hiding it. My wife soon saw the alcohol and was livid. My wife is LDS Mormon, and is a great woman. But just like many Mormons, and some Christians for that matter, she has certain ideals. She hates that I am drinking as she sees it as evil. And I have yet to embrace Christianity. She gave me an ultimatum to quit alcohol for the rest of my life and convert to Christianity, or she will file. I understand that alcohol can be easily abused. I also understand she is a good person and wants to ensure our eternal salvation. But I don't see any harm in it and want to make my own choices. She wants me to leave behind all of my Native American beliefs, as they invite evil spirits according to her. But I feel like it's a part of me. She would win majority custody in a court fight. And I love my daughters. I don't want to live a lie and be miserable and cranky. Should I give in to her ultimatum? Yes or no? Genuine question. How did you get to marriage with such conflicting beliefs? I mean, why do you marry her if you were not already okay doing this? Y'all had sex before marriage though, I'm betting. And somehow that was fine with her? I'd push back on the selective hypocrisy. LMAO, is this a joke? My man, you are posting in witchcraft subs. There is no way you bagged an LDS wifey. Just need some internet attention? So alcohol is pure evil, but divorce and ripping apart a family, that's perfectly fine. Your wife wanting you to give up your spiritual beliefs, which are absolutely a part of your heritage, is hateful. I would tell her that that is off the table to ever happen. She is the one who is a member of a horrible cult. I'm Christian, but LDS is a bag of BS that I abhor. Giving up drinking is another matter. The way you phrased drinking again raises questions. You may want to consult with an attorney though. Be sure to share her bigoted behavior about your beliefs, particularly if you're registered with a tribe, as that may help depending on your state. She isn't simply asking him to quit drinking. She's asking him to give up his cultural and religious beliefs or else. The alcohol is a separate matter. If he's drinking one drink as a nightcap, it is his body to do with as he pleases. Marriage doesn't give anyone a right to dictate another person's body. Period. It isn't like she's asking him to stop daily drinking. She's demanding he quit drinking at all forever and worship a God he doesn't believe in. How would any of you feel if someone told you to worship another God or they'd ruin your life? Because that's exactly what she's saying to him. If you don't bow down to me and my God, I'll make yours and our children's lives utter hell. Quote. There's no greater abuse than losing your freedom. What I recommend is this. You tell her that she's abusing you and threatening to hurt her own children via divorce. Point it out to her how damaging it is to take someone's freedom away like that. She married you for you and accepted your religious views. Then offer a compromise. One drink one day a week. And if she doesn't want it in the house, you can go to a bar. If she leaves you, so be it. She's abusive and you deserve better. I am pagan. Nobody would ever manipulate me away from my polytheistic belief system. Anyone who tried would get a big fat curse from me. And they'd be out of my life. I feel conned, lol, he's a demonolator. I am fine with that. Meanwhile, why the hell are you calling your spiritual beliefs Native American in the post? Can you not see why your wife would freak over this? You let a demon named Shanur possess you. Seriously? The earliest mention of said demon comes from 4chan. It's made up. D&D has a god by that name. It's fictional. You can't really believe this is real. I have in my possession a whole library of occult literature. Nowhere in any of it is any deity or demon named Shanur. I stand by what I said. But don't practice deception and expect to get honest answers. And BTW, if you want my qualifications and real advice based on truth not fiction, send a message. Premarital sex and divorce cool. The odd beer bad. Sounds like religion to me. Oh boy. Ops post comment history is a fun ride. It always shocks me when people become this brainwashed by religion. My mom used to be like this. The true demon came out when I didn't praise Jehover. Dude, I'm native and you insisting there's nothing wrong with your drinking is making alarm bells go off. In my head, big time. I'd counter her ultimatum. You'll give up drinking, which is legitimately harmful to your family whether you want to admit it or not. And she needs to lay off the Christianity stuff since she knew going in that it was part of your heritage. Matthew chapter 5 verse 32. Divorce is wrong except on the grounds of adultery. Mark chapter 10 verse 12. If a woman divorced and marry another, she is committing adultery. Matthew chapter 19 verse 6 and Mark chapter 10 verse 19. What God has yoked together let no man put apart, including your wife. Explain to her that her Christian values do not allow a divorce based on a drink or two. Your wife is being extremely controlling, and expecting you to erase your Native American culture is disgusting. If you truly are only drinking 1 or 2 beers a week, there is nothing wrong with that. You are an adult and you are allowed to have an occasional drink as long as it isn't harming anyone. You shouldn't have to choose between being under her control and losing custody of your daughters. And if she would attempt to take your rights away due to having an occasional beer, she is the one who shouldn't get custody. Your daughters are also part Native American and have the right to know their culture as well. I would talk to a lawyer and see what options you have regarding custody before doing anything else. Missing info from Op. According to his post history, he was raised Mormon too, but has grown interested in magic, identifies as a witch, and is convinced that they have successfully placed a baneful curse on someone. And we're seeking advice on Reddit on how to put limits on their baneful curse magic so it doesn't cause more harm than intended. I'm Native American and she wants me to give up my heritage. Is not painting an accurate picture. I feel like you are downplaying your drinking. Am I right? You married as teenagers, so it's no surprise you didn't maturely address your significant differences. Unless there are problems with you we don't know about, you can and should seek 50% custody if the marriage ends. I would just say no. She knew you were not Mormon when you married her, right? She is not perfect either. Adding the numbers, perhaps you had to marry her? Holding religion over anyone's head is a huge no from me. But this is ultimately your decision to make. We can only offer advice, not absolutes. Giving ultimatums is a child's manipulation game. Maybe talk to her again. Explain it isn't fair to hold custody over your head, and if you are, you're willing to find an answer that satisfies both of you. For example, no drinking in the house. Maybe in a garage if you have one. Somewhere private. Divorce isn't the end of the world. But I know losing children is. You don't drink enough to be deemed unfit. You seem to be a capable parent. You could easily divorce and still have some custody rights. Now is the time to be reading and studying laws in your area. It's different place to place. The laws where I live won't be the same where you are. If you want to give up drinking, then hey, do that. But no one should force you unless you're like a dangerous alcoholic, but that's not what you've said in your post, so that isn't the case. Speaking from personal experience, you shouldn't stay in a relationship you are miserable in. As a native myself, I'd also say don't ever let anyone separate you from your people, your culture, your true self. Be native and be proud. Good luck, Op. Why would she win custody? Tell her she needs to accept your Native American roots, and so do the kids. It's part of their heritage too. Take her to a marriage counselor not tied to her church.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.